Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Neil Galve. I'm a registered nurse and I do have a degree in medical surgical nursing. I create my nursing educational videos to help nursing students and nursing professionals like you with their studies. If that is something that you are interested in, please make sure to subscribe now. You hit that notification bell so that you will be the very first to watch my newest uploads. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share with your friends because that will really help me know that you like to see more contents like this. Without further ado, you guys, let's jump into the video. Good morning everyone! How are you guys doing? Isang panibagong Monday discussion nga ang alay ko sa inyo for today. How was your weekend? I hope wherever you are right now, whatever time zone you're watching me right now, I just wish you a good life, a healthy body, a healthy mental well-being. But yeah, I wish you all the best in life wherever you are right now. I would just like to grab this opportunity to welcome the new subscribers of the Team Galve. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta nyo sa mga datihan na. Maraming salamat sa pananatili at patuloy na pagsuporta nyo sa aking channel. And yes, like I said, today is another discussion of our anatomy and physiology. And this is the continuation of our nervous system. Now, before further proceed, I would just like to grab this opportunity to let you know, guys, that we are really moving towards 20,000 subscribers so fast. You guys, you made it all happen and you made it all possible. Maraming salamat po. Ngayon, kung hindi ka pa nagsasubscribe, nakakahiya naman sa'yo, madali mo lang. I-click mo yung notif bell at mag-subscribe ka na sa channel ko. Follow mo ako sa mga other social media accounts ko para hindi ka nahuhuli sa mga uploads ko. Marami nga sa inyo ang talaga namang pala-comment at talaga nagpapahiwatig ng kanilang mga hinaing, mga video requests. Nako, pasensya na ha, pero nababasa ko po kayong lahat at huwag kayong mag-alala kasi darating tayo dyan. I just want you to know that I appreciate all the love and support that I'm getting from all of you guys. You guys are amazing. Okay? Ngayon, kung hindi mo pa napapanood yung part 1, part 2, part 3, at ngayon nga yung part 4 ng ating anatomy and physiology ng iyong nervous system, I'll be putting the actual playlist link ng ANAFI sa description box or whenever the icon button pops out, you check them out because that is all for you. Ngayon, tatanungin niyo ako, bakit ang daming parts itong anatomy and physiology ng nervous system? You guys, I want you to have a thorough discussion, like a deep dive of this system of our body, only because this is one of the complicated, highly complex parts of our body or system in our body. That's why I want it to, give you a thorough discussion for us to have a focus. Pang-apat na nga po ito sa series ng ating nervous system, and today is all about protection of the central nervous system, anatomy and physiology part 4. Alright? So, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Magsisimula na tayo ngayon na. So this is the protection of the central nervous system. Another entry natin sa ating ANAFI, your ultimate nursing study guide sa pag-aaral mo ng nervous system, anatomy, and physiology. Now, let me give to you a brief description on what to expect on this video presentation or in this lecture for today, for our class discussion. So nervous tissue is very soft and delicate, and the irreplaceable neurons are injured by even the slightest pressure. So nature has tried to protect the brain and the spinal cord by enclosing them within bone, the skull and vertebral column. That's what I'm talking about. Membranes, and which we call the Meninges, and a watery cushion called the Cerebrospinal Fluid. So may idea ka na kung ano yung i-discuss natin for today's class. Ngayon, bago tayo mag-further proceed, I would just like to invite everybody, kung hindi mo pa ako pina-follow sa mga social media accounts ko, all the links is on the description box. And this video lecture or this class discussion is also going to be available on my Facebook page. Kung mayroon ka sa Facebook, I-follow mo yung page ko doon. It's Neil Galve. And I have a podcast channel. It's 3 a.m. Conversation with Neil Galve, yours truly. So, i-follow mo yon. And magpapatuloy tayo sa ating discussion for today. Let me share to you our objectives. Alright, so on this classroom discussion, diba, online discussion, we are going to talk about 3 things: meninges, cerebrospinal fluid, and the blood-brain barrier. So these are the protection of our central nervous system. That's why I decided to create a chapter or a video lecture talking about this 3 protection that our nervous system have. So, eto na tayo. Magsisimula na tayo sa ating meninges. Okay, the 3 connective tissue membranes covering the protecting the CNS structures are the meninges. So, eto na tayo. Iisa-isahin natin sila. Okay. So, we have here, this is your meninges. Let me change my cursor. This is your meninges, and your meninges, or the human body, the humans have parts of their meninges. We have their dura mater. So the dura mater is the outermost layer. The leathery dura mater is a double-layered membrane where it surrounds the brain. One of its layers is attached to the inner surface of the skull, forming the periosteum or periosteal layer. The other, called the meningeal layer, nandito po sila, meningeal layer. Ito yung iyong dura mater. Ito siya. Periosteal dura mater and meningeal dura mater. Alright? So yung meningeal layer forms the outermost covering of the brain and continues as the dura mater of the spinal cord. We also have, when you're talking about your meninges, the falx cerebri. In several places, the inner dural membrane extends inward to form a fold that attaches the brain to the cranial cavity, and one of these folds is the falx cerebri. Okay. Alright, so malino tayo sa falx cerebri. We also have your tentorium cerebelli. The tentorium cerebelli separates the cerebellum from the cerebrum. What part of the meninges separates the cerebellum and the cerebrum? That is your tentorium cerebelli. We also have, when you're talking about your meninges, your arachnoid matter. The middle layer is the web-like attached matter. Its thread-like extension span the subarachnoid space to attach it to the innermost membrane. Ito po siya, subarachnoid matter. Ito mga web-like na ito. Okay? Now, pia mater. Hindi si pia. Words ba kundi si pia mater. The delicate pia mater, the innermost meningeal layer, clings tightly to the surface of the brain and spinal cord, following every fold. Once again, these are the parts of your meninges. Inaisa-isa ko lang sila sa inyo. Okay? Now, tapos na tayo sa meninges, which is one of the protective layers of our central nervous system. Next up, we have your cerebrospinal fluid. CSF, or your cerebrospinal fluid, is a watery broth similar in its makeup to blood plasma from which it forms. Okay? So, saan nagpo-form ang CSF? Sa blood plasma. Okay, mag-alala kasi sunod na slide, tatalakayin natin siya in detail. So let's talk about your CSF in terms of its contents. So the CSF contains less protein and more vitamin C and glucose. So ano daw? Pag sinabing CSF, more vitamin C and glucose, less protein. We also gonna talk about your choroid plexus when we're talking about your CSF. So CSF is continually formed from blood by the choroid plexus. Choroid plexus are clusters of capillaries hanging from the roof in which of the brain's ventricles. In terms of functions naman, the CSF in and around the brain and cord forms a watery cushion that protects the fragile nervous tissue from blows and other trauma. So, yun ang major function ng yung CSF to prevent the central nervous system from the external trauma and external blows. Kasi nga super fragile ng ating brain and ating spinal cord. So, yun ang function niya. Para siyang cushion. Alam mo yung cushion, yung nagsisilbing barrier between the external environment and the internal environment of the central nervous system. In terms of normal value, CSF forms and drains at a constant rate so that its normal pressure and volume is 150 ml, about half a cup, are maintained. So ano ang normal value niya? 150 ml o yung half a cup. So in terms of lumbar tap, the CSF sample for testing is obtained by a procedure called lumbar or spinal tap. Sa facility namin, by experience, tinatawag namin itong lumbar tapping. Normally, bedside lang naman ito, pero pag kailangan ng sedation, ginagawa ito sa OR. Alright? So, because the withdrawal of fluid for testing decreases CSF fluid pressure, the patient must remain in horizontal position, lying down for 6 to 12 hours after the procedure to prevent agonizingly painful spinal headache. Okay? Hindi ko ma-pronounce yung agonizingly. But normally, yun yung mga health teachings natin sa mga pasyente post-lumbar tapping. Remain on bed, flat on bed for 6 to 12 hours to prevent spinal headache, and also para mag-add ng pressure doon sa puncture sites. Hindi siya masyadong mag-bleed at hindi mag-leak yung CSF. Importante din na bago mag-CSF, kung gusto mo ay mag-lumbar tapping, importante na may consent. Of course, may mga laboratory values yan. Oligoclonal, may mga hinahanap sila, may mga blood samples pa yan. If you want me to do a thorough deep dive discussion about lumbar tapping, I believe this is going to be under our nursing procedures and skills. You let me know on the comment section below. Nako, by the way, last week nga I uploaded a video regarding 2 video lectures, classroom discussion related to your nursing procedure and skills. I have mechanical ventilator. Thorough discussion, and I also have your CRRT, your continuous renal replacement therapy. So, common yun. Nag-discuss din ako about levodope, isa sa mga common ICU drips natin. So, kung di mo pa napapanood yung last week's upload, I highly suggest for you to check them out because you will really find it full of information and very educational. Alright, malinaw ba tayo sa ating CSF, Cerebrospinal Fluid? Malinaw. Huwag kayong mag-alala kasi kung papanoorin mo to sa YouTube, I'll be dividing this by chapters. So, balik-balikan mo lang yung part kung saan naguguluhan ka kasi mas mapapadali sa yun. Okay? Now, mag-proceed na tayo. This is the last discussion for today. The last protection of our CNS is what we call the blood-brain barrier. So another body organ is so absolutely dependent on a constant internal environment as is the brain. And so the blood-brain barrier is there to protect it. Eto, kung hindi mo pa napapakinggan yung BBB, blood-brain barrier, ito po siya. Okay, let's discuss the blood-brain barrier in terms of function. So the neurons are kept separated from blood-borne substances by the so-called blood-brain barrier, composed of the least permeable capillaries in the whole body. Alright, so these are your blood-brain barrier. These. Alright? Substance allowed. So, ano siya? Para siyang, it's a membrane that, what's this? That, a membrane that, it's like a filter that only allows certain substances to pass through it. Kasi you want to prevent the infection of your central nervous system. And this blood-brain barrier, kung ma-pronounce, barrier is one that's its function, okay? So of water-soluble substances, only water, glucose, and essential amino acids pass easily through the walls of these capillaries. So it is a type of filter, tagasala. Ano-ano lang yung pwedeng pumasok sa kanya at makapasok sa brain? Amino acids, certain amino acids, glucose, and water. Okay? Prohibited substances, metabolic wastes such as toxins, urea, protein, and most drugs are prevented from entering the brain tissue. Fat-soluble substances, the blood-brain barrier is virtually useless against fats, respiratory gases, and other fat-soluble molecules that diffuse easily through all plasma membranes. Paano yan? Once again, this is a thorough discussion of your blood-brain barrier. And thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you learned something for today. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more nursing educational videos. You let me know if you have other nursing topics that you want us to cover on this channel. You let me know on the comment section below. Abangan mo nga yung upload natin after a couple of days because that's going to be amazing. That's going to be a lot of fun. Tulungan nyo na nga ako. Ipamalitan nyo na sa Radyong Sira ang pinakabago, pinaka-fresh at pinakalibreng nursing review center sa balat ng YouTube. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social media accounts. Everything is at Neil Galve, except for my TikTok account, which is Neil Galve Official. I also have a Facebook page. It's Neil Galve. And I have a podcast channel. It's 3 a.m. Conversation with Neil Galve, available on Spotify and Anchor. I'll see you again on Wednesday. And I hope you have a great week. And I love you. And thank you so much for coming into class for today. You class dismiss, you guys. Have a good one.